So it's a time of chronological measurement of Earth's history and evolution of life. It is constructed by geological and paleontological studies. Geological time scale has six division or eras. How many? Six divisions and eras. Eras are subdivided into periods. Periods are subdivided into epochs. This you should know. So here, eras, then what? Then periods, then come epoch. Epoch, era is the biggest unit and epoch is the smallest unit. Era is the biggest unit and epoch is the smallest unit. Right? Next. There are six eras. How many eras? Six eras. Azoic era. The Azoic era is no life. There was no life. Only chemical evolution. Only chemical evolution. There was no life. Archaeozoic era 2200 to 3800 million years ago. Origin of life. Evolution of prokaryotes. Evolution of prokaryotes. Prokaryotes. Azoic, Archaeozoic. Azoic is 4600 to 4200 million years ago. There's no life, only chemical evolution. Archaeozoic era 4200 to 3800 million years ago. Origin of life, evolution of prokaryotes. Done. Next. The third era is Proteozoic Era. Proterozoic era is 1600 to 600 million years ago. Origin of forms, origin of animals, evolution of algae, insects. Proteozoic era. After the Proteozoic era comes a Paleozoic era. Paleozoic era 600 to 280 million years ago. In this Cambrian period, in this the Cambrian period where all invertebrate and marine algae evolved. First Cambrian period, then Devonian period, third is Carboniferous period. Cambrian period, I told you era is divided into periods. Periods are further divided into epochs. So we are discussing about the Paleozoic era in which there are three periods, which is Cambrian period, Devonian period, and Carboniferous period. Whereas Devonian period is known as Golden Age of Fish. It's known as a Golden Age of Fishes. Cambrian period where invertebrates and marine algae evolved. In Carboniferous period, amphibians and reptiles evolved, and this is known to be a golden age of amphibians. Somebody's mic is unmute. Please mute your mic. Okay, take down the previous slide. Next, are you done with the slide, everyone? Can we move to the next? Abida, are you done? Okay. So this is about the early amphibians, lobefish, all this golden amphibians, golden age of fishes, golden age of amphibians, all are direct questions. This Devonian, Cambrian, and the Carboniferous periods comes under which era? Paleozoic era. The next era is fifth era, that is Mesozoic era. Mesozoic era do not have any. It has periods, but it does not have any epoch. So it is about 280 to 65 million years ago. Of here, the origin of mammals, ferns, gymnosperms, and the birds occurred. In this, there is a Jurassic period, which is a golden age of reptiles, and dinosaurs are dominant during this period. This is the golden age of dinosaurs, golden age of reptiles, Jurassic period. And in Cretaceous periods, it's a bird fall where the bird evolved. Oviparous, origin of bird. Modern birds. Two periods, one is Jurassic, other is Cretaceous periods. Done? Next. Okay. We'll come back to this again. We'll discuss about Cenozoic era. I'll come back to this point. Okay, give me some time. I'll come back to this point. Let us discuss about Cenozoic era. Cenozoic era is 65 to 2 million years ago, origin of placental mammal and angiosperm seen in Cenozoic era. Okay, in Cenozoic era, there is origin of placental mammal and angiosperms. It has two periods. Okay, it has two periods. It's not given here. Okay, it has two periods. One is quaternary, other is tertiary. These are the two periods. These two periods of Cenozoic is divided into epochs. Epoch. Epoch. Write down. Under tertiary, it is under tertiary. We'll be talking about. First one is Paleo. Paleocene. Second one, Eocene. Third one, Oligocene. Fourth one, Miocene. And fifth one, Paleocene. So these are the periods under tertiary. Then under Pliocene, origin of primates took place. Origin of primates under Pliocene. Under Eocene, Eohippus, horse, Eohippus origin. Oligo, it is anthropods, anthropoid apes appeared. That is evolved from monkey. Miocene and Paleocene, basically ape-like ancestor of human appeared. Ape-like ancestor of human appeared. Write down about the tertiary. That is, a tertiary is a period, and all these five are the epochs of tertiary. That is under Cenozoic era. We need to talk about quaternary next. Once you are done with this, do let me know. Okay. Pooja, did you got the answer? You got the question you have sent me? Did you understood, Pooja? Okay, you have understood. You have replied me. Okay, fine. Next. Now next is Quaternary. Quaternary period, Cenozoic era. I'm going into some other slide. Let me discuss here. Okay, fine. Cenozoic era. Cenozoic era. Period is, we have discussed about tertiary, right? Now we are discussing about Quaternary. Quaternary period has two epoch. How many? Two epoch. One is Holocene, other is Pleistocene. Holocene and Pleistocene. Holocene okay. Holocene is age of man, whereas Pleistocene is ice age. You do not have to know. You remember Holocene, which is age of man. Here you get the superior, the present man, present day man, present man. Here human appeared. Social life of human started. In this, social life of human started in Pleistocene. Tertiary we have already discussed. These are the epochs of Quaternary, Holocene and Pleistocene. Does anybody have any questions before I move further? You can clarify. Paleocene and one more, right? Paleocene and Miocene together forms a ape. Together is apes. Shantanu. Done? Okay. Next. Everybody done until here? Okay. So this is all about Cenozoic. So you have how many eras? Azoic, Archaeozoic, 6 eras, right? 6 eras. Then there are periods. Then there are epoch. So let us quickly discuss about how do you remember them. Just a minute. Cenozoic, Mesozoic, Paleozoic. Okay. Here is just to remember this, a trick to remember epochs. For because periods are only present in epochs, so you need to remember this trick for epochs only for Cenozoic, only for Cenozoic era. Physics exam on Monday postponed due to wholly physics, Paleocene, E, Eocene, O, Oligocene, M, Miocene, P, Paleocene. These all are for this all from here till here is for tertiary period, right? Next, D, postpone, but P, this P, okay, postpone ka this P is Pleistocene and this H is Holocene. This too is under Quaternary period. Slow, just a minute. Is it clear? Okay, next. Everybody clear? Yes? Okay, let's move to the next. Next, let us learn the trick for ages. Trick. So these all tricks are going to help you during the final, the day you're going to, the few days before you're going to give your NEET exam. So try to keep all this trick together, okay? All the chapters tricks together because it helps you to revise later. Deepak finished TA, joined Domino's, has MR and completed MBA. So what is about? Deepak is Devonian. Devonian period is a period of what? Is the age of what? Devonian is the age of what? Fish. C is for, very good, very good. C is for Carboniferous. And A is age of A is Carboniferous is the age of Amphibian. Amphibians. Very good side. Amphibians. J is Jurassic. D is Jurassic. So dominant period of what? What was the dominant during the Jurassic time? D for dinosaurs. M is Mesozoic and R is reptiles. R is reptiles. Completed Cenozoic. M is mammals, birds, and A is angiosperm. Done? Everybody understood, right? Easy to remember? Okay, Pooja. Sarah, okay. So next. This is all about the scale, time scale. Okay. Next, we are talking about the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs extinct, but there are few dinosaurs that you should know. They'll ask you, pterodon is a flying dinosaurs. Flying dinosaurs. Then triceratops. Triceratops is single horn or horn dinosaurs. Sorry, not single, horn dinosaurs. Very important. You should know this. Brachiosaurus is a herbivorous, largest of all. Brachiosaurus. They'll ask you the among this which is a horn dinosaurs or among this which is a flying dinosaurs. So you should know they'll not. You should know the names of those dinosaurs. Very important. Then Tyrannosaurus is the largest carnivorous dinosaurs. Largest carnivorous dinosaurs. Write down one point in the note. Not related to dinosaurs, but important point. First organism to inhabit land is plant. Among plant, if they are very specific, mosses or ferns. You should know this question. Done? Are you all done? Can you move to the next? Any difficulties here? Any difficulties to anyone here? Next. This is a very important slide. Reptiles give rise to, one is synapsid, other is sauropsid. You should remember this, very important, sauropsid. Synapsid give rise to therapida, and that therapida give rise to mammals. So mammals are coming from where? From reptiles. Sauropsid give rise to dinosaurs or modern reptiles. Modern reptiles give rise to birds. So you have the ancestor for both birds and mammals is reptiles. But which is an ancestor for mammals? If the question arises, your answer should be synapsid. Mammals ancestor. Birds, very important question. Many times this question is seen in the NIT. Sauropsid and synapsid. Sauropsid is for birds and synapsid is for mammal. Synapsid is for mammal, but remember, they ask you therapida also sometime. If synapsid is not given, if therapida is also given, then go for therapsida. But sauropsid is for birds. Done? Okay. I hope it's clear to each and everyone in the class. Yes, everyone, clear? Question: synapsida or therapida is mammalian ancestor, whereas sauropsid is bird ancestor. Next. Okay. We can just write down these few important points. It's an overall of about, we have written most of them, but still you can write down if something is missed. If something is missed, you can write down from this slide. Done? Any doubts? Write down quickly and do let me know once you're done. Take your time, understand, and then write. Are you all done? Can we move to the next? My dear students, done. Okay. I hope there are no doubts. You can copy down the next one. The next slide, copy down the next slide. These all are direct questions, some important summaries of the evolution. Are you done? Can we move to the next? What is the question? You will do revision after finishing 12th portion or will start with 11th portion? Prachi, I didn't get your question. Prachi, I didn't get your question. Sorry. What do you ask me? Will I be doing the revision for 11th or 12th? Rest all done. Again, you want a revision for 12th? What revision you want? I've done it in so detail. Prachi, I've done it in so detail. Again for 12th, why do you want revision? Who all want a revision for 12th? Who all want a revision for 12th? Next test, I told you technology, yeah, biotechnology, that is techniques. Okay. Should I keep application also or only techniques? Both? You guys want more, no application? Okay. Ma'am, you said digestion and absorption. Gauravi, digestion and absorption is not for 12th standard. It's for 11th standard students. Gauravi, I'm sorry. I thought you're in the 12th. Oh God. So listen to me. Whenever the new students, whenever you ask me, please mention which class you're talking about. Whether it's for 11th, because the n number of students asking me every day something or other thing. If you mention me from which class you're asking, I can just suggest you. Okay, no issue. Because if you have studied digestion absorption, well and good. Anyway, I'll be conducting a test on digestion absorption also. But for the upcoming, it will be biotechnology. Is it clear? Okay, techniques or application, both. No, let me give only techniques. Okay, only techniques. See, I'm giving you so much free that I'm going to not both. Okay, so only techniques. Okay, the first chapter of biotechnology. Is it clear? Start studying. Start studying. No, not both. No, not both. Just one. Okay, done. Okay, next. Then write down this part. Write down this side. Yeah, they are the biggest. They are with see they are the biggest herbivores. Tallest. This is carnivores. Are you done with this slide? It just see this is not to be neglected, but it's not. I have already given all these points which are important to you. This is just an overall summary. What is the question? You do not have to know about that. You will not be questioned based on those questions. Naik, you will not be questioned about those. You'll be questioned about the reptiles, the dinosaurs that I have mentioned. These dinosaurs. Because there are some of the dinosaurs that got extinct. Done, everyone? Okay. So this is all about the dinosaurs. Now we are moving to the next part. Okay, before we move to the next part, I would like to give you the missing link. Missing link. That is, example is, if you have seen, I have shown you here. Can you see this bird? Okay. Let me discuss right. Let me write down here. Missing link. Missing link. That is Archaeopteryx. I hope everybody have heard about this. What is it? It is a link between what and what? Tell me. It is a link between. Who can answer me? Dash and dash. It's a link between. Archaeopteryx is a link between. It was. Nobody knows. Very good. Reptiles and birds. Very good. Reptiles and birds. So it was found in the rocks of. Important topic because a question can come from here. Cretaceous period. Reptilian characters and avian characters. Reptilian character, the first one is the presence of teeth. Here they have teeth because teeth is a character of reptiles, whereas presence of feathers, which is a character of aves. Solid bones, which is a character of reptiles. Then jaw modified into beak. Jaws were modified into beaks. Next, free caudal vertebra, which is seen in reptiles, free caudal tailbone vertebra or vertebrae, and long tail. Forelimbs modified into wings. Here, forelimbs like bird, forelimbs modified into wings. This animal had both the characteristics of birds as well as reptiles. So it was a connecting link or missing link between this. Then, fourth point, fingers terminate into claws. Fused cranium bones, like in birds. So this is the characters of both birds and reptiles were found in Archaeopteryx. Any doubts to anybody there? Write down quickly, read and do let me know. Then we'll move to the next. Okay, everybody revise what is done for today. Before we move to the human evolution, I want you all to revise what is done for today. If you have doubts, you can clear them before we move to human evolution. Done? Can we move next? Abida? Clear? Lelina? Why there are so much less students? Ved, Tanishk, Tanisha, Melita, Syed Abdul Rahman, Payal, everybody clear? Nelia, Kaira, Deepika, Velenka, Mesha, Malaika, Shantanu, Sia, Nathan, Sabah, Hanuman, Melita, Pearl. All clear? All clear, Shampoo? Is it clear? Okay. Can you move to the next? Okay. Why are you so serious? Why you guys became so serious? Because you need to give your NIT exams for this year. You know, tomorrow is the paper of your seniors. Finally, exam will be conducted tomorrow. Let's see how they answer. Yes. Are you all studying well? Are you just showing your seriousness in being quiet? Are you all preparations are on? After the exams is done, talk to your seniors and see. How, they tell you from when they should you need to start your preparation based on the experience. Okay, based on the experience, they tell you about how you people need to start your preparations. Okay, next, human evolution. Can you see this? This is Archaeopteryx. It has feathers, it has legs, the bones are heavy, um, it has beak. In the beak, there are teeth which are present. So all these are the characteristics. Okay. Now let's move to the human evolution. Origin and evolution of man. Humans are belong to the order primates of class Mammalia or mammals. Humans belong to an order primates of class Mammalia. Primates also includes monkeys, gibbons, gorilla, chimpanzees, lories, etc. Origin and the evolution of man. Humans belongs to the order primates of class Mammalia. Primates also includes monkey, gibbons, gorilla, chimpanzees, lories, etc. Right? Next. The common ancestor of apes and mammals primate is Diopithecus that lived 15 million years ago. Important MCQ. Important MCQ. Which slide? This slide? Okay, take down. Done? So, very important question here. The common ancestor for apes and mammals is a primate Dryopithecus that lived 15 million years ago. At the same time, another Ramapithecus also exists. At the same time, there was a Dryopithecus and Ramapithecus that exist, and the ancestor is for this Dryopithecus. Both Dryopithecus and Ramapithecus were hairy walk like gorillas and chimpanzees. Dryopithecus was more like apes, very important point, but Ramapithecus were more like man and is the forerunner of hominid evolution. Evolution of man. The more like man, more like ape were Dryopithecus. The few points I would like to mention before we get into this. Do it with this and then we'll discuss. Okay. Are you done with this slide? Can I move? I'll come back to this slide again. Okay, I'll come back to this slide again. Now, what is the study of human evolution known as? Study of human evolution is known as, anybody want to try? Anthropology. Study of human evolution is anthropology. Clear? We know the order, we know the class. Class is Mammalia, order is primates. We are most close to apes. Humans are most close to apes. Human evolution study is on the basis of fossils. Fossils. It is believed to have originated from East Africa. East Africa. East Africa. Done? Why should they get extinct? Why do you think they should get extinct? Not necessarily they have to get extinct, but see, we have got a betterment. We are our human DNA. What do you mean by evolution? Evolution means changes that happen in the DNA. Our DNA is 98 point something, very much similar to chimpanzee's DNA or ape's DNA. Are you understanding? We are still connected to them. They are semi-erectile. Here we are erectile. They have jaws that comes out, but here we have a jaws which are inward. You can know they have a flatter nose. We have a prominent nose because there's only very less differences we have in them and in us. Do you understand? So the evolution means it should not be completely extinct, but yes, the should be some changes in the DNA level, and that changes is there. How much similarity is that? The similarity is about 98 point something. So you can see how much we are similar to the apes. Are you understanding? Yeah, birds, I said it's not necessarily that it should be extinct. There can be an extinction. Dinosaurs, no, nobody knows how the dinosaur extends. Everybody has the stories of getting dinosaurs extinct, but suddenly is a catastrophic event that took place, and suddenly dinosaurs extinct because dinosaurs were the one which were ruling the earth. Suddenly they disappeared. Who can evolve into human? Shantanu? Dinosaurs? Dinosaurs are extinct. Oh, you're saying the birds can evolve? See, we never know what I said. Evolution is changes that happen in the DNA. That changes can be for good, that changes can be for bad. That we are still, the evolution is continued. Evolution has not stopped. We don't know what is next. Why am I? We're not a better humans. Why can't we better humans? If you think we are not a better humans, why we have the capability of being a better, right? All humans are not bad. Yeah, all humans are not bad. Yes, I don't say, I do not want to generalize it. Yes, human have all the mixing characters. If you want to be good, also there's something that is bad in them. There is because they are more smarter. They have a capability of thinking. They have a capability to talk. So this all makes them more smarter than the animals. That's it. Evolution is still going on. We don't know what is the next change. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I hope you answered. I answered your questions. Let's move to the next. The two main characters of human evolution. How does the human evolution happens? The two main characters. Let me write down here. Two main characters. Remember, my dear friends, one thing you remember, we always raise by raising others. If you do not have that habit of helping others, habit of knowing others, giving time to others, or making them raise, you will somewhere in some point of view, wherever you might have reached, whichever the position you might have reached, you have that guilt. So I always tell my students, always raise others, and then you see you are raising them along with that. Never knew, like you have reached a position where you never thought of a better position. Is it clear? Raise yourself by raising others. Very important quote that you can keep it for yourself in a journey of life. Two main characters of human evolution. Evolution. Okay. First one. So what is it that makes a difference between the human? Very important is increase in brain capacity. Increase in brain size. Many times this question is asked. Increase in brain size or cranium or cranial cavity, CC, cranial, sorry, not cavity, capacity. Cranial capacity. Many times this question is asked, which is a main point is increase. Next could be a bipedal locomotion, but very important is only your brain capacity. You can consider bipedal locomotion, but very important if option is given bipedal and increase in brain, then you go for CC. If both is given, you can go for both. Now, done? Have you all done writing this? Yes. Now, what you are going to do is, we are going to learn about the study of fossils of human evolution in the next class, because I don't want to start now. We hardly have some few minutes. Do you have any doubts for today's class? Yeah, of humans. We'll be starting in the next class. Okay. So, does anybody having any doubts for today's class? I thought I'll be able to finish today, but no issues. We'll do it in the next class. All know, everyone in the class, no doubts. Okay, if there are no doubts, tell me. We'll have a. Can you show the previous slide? Previous slide. Previous slide. Which one was the previous slide? Let me check. Yeah, this one. See, we'll come to Ramathicus and Dryopithecus in the next class. You do not have to worry. Okay, you do not have to worry about this slide. We'll discuss about these slides from the next class. Okay, Pooja. Okay. Now, if there are no doubts, tell me now. We'll have a kind of discussion. Okay. Tell me how well your preparation is going on. Just 5 more minutes we have, so I don't want to start the topic. So let us discuss the class. How are things going at your end? You can be free to talk to me. You can tell me how well your preparation. What is bipedal? What is bipedal? That we walk on 2 feet, right? Whereas chimpanzees, apes walk on 4 feet. Quadrupedal, and we are bipedal. Nelia, got the point? Nelia. So one by one, tell me, how is the preparation on for your medical exam? What are you doing? What is the extra thing that you are doing for your preparation? Forget about study. Everybody is doing study. Everybody will study. What is the thing that you have brought up for this year in your studies? That after hearing, I should say, wow, that's really nice. Hmm? Yeah, you can discuss. Okay, let me